Hey there, you got Samantha Hilliard here on MBC, joined by a special guest hailing from Cumberland House, Saskatchewan, a powerhouse Cree artist, motivational speaker, author, former performer with Bear Grease, touring across Canada and the U.S., as a vocalist, actress, and dancer. And as if that wasn't a mouthful already, girl, a singer and songwriter and our three-time champ on our MBC Real People playoff. Tell me now, did I miss anything?
Wow.
Right?
Well, that's crazy. It's crazy to even hear that back to myself. But yes, thank you. So yes, I actually am published in 3 books. I am a certified life and business coach. I'm the founder and CEO of Wild Woman Personal and Professional Development. And what I do is I help women, especially Indigenous and creative leaders, awaken their power, reclaim their voice, and lead with purpose. I do that through coaching, speaking, and of course my book, Wild Woman, Master the Art of Pride, Presence, and Productivity. And what I do is I blend spirit, story, and strategy to transform lives, one empowered woman at a time. I'm also an international speaker with Black Card Books, and come this spring, I'll have a master's degree in business.
That is, wow, and very impressive. By the way, Ger Carriere, I'm so happy to sit down here and chat with you again in the MBC studio. Can you tell us how you're doing today?
You know what? I'm so excited to be home. I was telling everybody last night, I just needed that Saskatchewan medicine to set me straight. I'm so excited to be here talking to you and to be home and just to be in the environment. There's nothing like Saskatchewan people, just the nature of it all. And I mean, I'm just so excited to be here talking about my upcoming album and all the hard work that we've been doing, preparing to release this album. So just thank you so much for the opportunity.
Well, thank you again for taking the time to come and sit down out of your very, very busy schedule. Can you tell us, I'm going to get to the questions here, if your music could be a soundtrack to any film, what film would it be and why?
We put a lot of thought into this, and I was thinking that it's a super fun, happy-go-lucky, lots of colors, lots of fashion. So I think it would be like the movie Clueless, or maybe Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. Again, it's the clothes, the attitude, and that feminine energy. So definitely it would be one of those two.
Okay, so I gotta say, and I hope she doesn't mind, but our news girl, Amber, said she feels like a Barbie girl listening to your song, Can I Be Her? And I totally get that vibe. And I'm pretty sure she even said, why is that song not on the Barbie movie? So Ger, can you answer, why is that song not on the Barbie movie?
Well, it's so great that people are receiving the song so positively. That's exactly what we wanted to achieve with it. It's taking girls into their childlike state. I want all women to feel beautiful, free, and happy, and that's, how it should be. Am I right?
Exactly.
And I'm so excited to see where the song goes. We're hoping to make it into spaces like movies. The possibilities are really endless. And, I personally think it would be the perfect opening song for the Barbie movie. So Warner Brothers, give us a call.
Exactly. Part 2, we need you.
Yeah.
All right. Can you tell us what poster or posters did you have hanging on your wall in your room as a kid?
The first poster I ever had was Pocahontas, believe it or not.
I love that.
That was like my first, wow, there's somebody out there that looks like me, and they made it big, and it was just a great sense of pride for me. But of course, I'm of the generation where we had magazines like Bop and Tiger Beat, and we took all the pages out of the book and put them on our walls. So, there was JTT, Devon Sawa, Leonardo DiCaprio. But on my school binder, which was more important, I had people like Nelly and Usher and Tupac. So
oh yes, the greats.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So with all the titles that you hold, can you kind of give us an idea where it all started?
Yeah. So for me, I'm a writer first. I used to write a lot, and that was my form of therapy. Writing felt I could say things that I couldn't say out loud. As a kid, I read a lot of books, and it really created a world. I created a world in my mind and a life that I had dreamed of that I would have in the future. And, it's all happening, and it's all here right now. So I always have this funny story about, back in the day, of course, we were in not favorable situations, and we actually were, I think it was a women's shelter or whatever it was, and they would give us these vouchers, and so we would get to go and use these vouchers at thrift stores. And whenever we would go home, we'd be showing my mom, what did you get, right? And I would have these over the top ball gowns with sequins, and just,
Yeah.
I was dreaming of my future, and my mom would always stop and say, when are you gonna wear this? Like, where? And I was like, little do you know who your daughter is,
I love it. All right. Can you give us the tea on where all your inspirations come from and who influenced you the most?
Well, you may or may not know, growing up, my nickname is actually Lopsy. And that was because I was a huge fan of the 80s icon Cyndi Lauper. Oh. My dad said that I actually used to sing before I even talked. And so it was me singing Cyndi Lauper all around the house. And growing up, in high school, for instance, I was very outspoken. I related to people like Tupac Shakur because of his calling out of the truth and having that passionate artistic perspective on leadership and the fact that music could unite and connect people. And then, of course, Prince, right? Like, for his fashion and his creative expression, just being unapologetically himself. I really looked up to that. I'm a big believer in standing up for the truth and the underdog and what is not publicly accepted. We're all worthy of respect and dignity, and I try to achieve that in my speeches, music, and my books.
Wonderful. All right. What is the best advice you've been given?
Wow. I got a great opportunity to work with this one woman specifically, and I was telling her all about my music, and at that time I wasn't too sure, if there was worth in it, and I was telling her, I don't know if people will like it, and she goes, if you had a theater and you sold all these tickets to the show and, only one person showed up, would it be worth it to put on that entire show for that one person? And of course it is, right? It's not about you. It's about inspiring others. Not everyone's going to get you, but for the ones who are looking for the help, the connection, and the love, that's who you're doing it for. That's what matters. It's all about being, it's not about being perfect or the best. It's about showing up for yourself and others and letting them know that there is someone who has done it, who is just like them, and remind them that they can do it too and that you're rooting for them, right? And that's what Tupac was for me. Somebody who understood my pain, he understood purpose and the pursuit of freedom. And that's what I hope to do with, everything that I do.
Perfect. All right. Okay, so we're here to talk about your new song. Actually, we have, of course, Can I Be Her, which is our 3-time champion song on the MBC Real People playoff. You've also got a new song called My Type, and then you go and drop another bombshell and tell me you have another song, and it's called Blessed in My Heels. I love the titles, by the way. So can you give us the deets on the creative process for these new hits?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's Are You My Type?
Okay.
Yeah. So Are You My Type was inspired by, some sexy R&B California lowrider Aaliyah vibes. It's a sweaty night drive anthem. It's about being excited about love for the first time and all of the possibility that brings. And then Blessed in My Heels is for my runway queens. It's pulling from I'm Too Sexy to Robert Palmer's Addicted to Love. And it's about being fierce and unapologetic and flaunting it.
Great. I look forward to playing those over the airwaves here. If you could open up a show for any artist, who would it be?
We were just talking about this on the drive over, and I would die to perform or to open for Bryan Adams, rocker, Canadian icon. Also, Shania Twain would be super rad. Even people who are really huge right now, people like Sabrina Carpenter, Chappelle Roan, and I mean, of course, Ernest Munias. You gotta put that on your docket. That is going to be an accomplishment for me.
All right. If you were a wrestler, what would your entrance music be?
Wow. When I saw this, I was like, I've been waiting for this question my whole life, okay?
Yeah.
And we're super excited again because we have a track coming off the album. It's called Legendary. And the whole idea around the video is I'm going to be a boxer and I'm going to walk out and I'm going to have my song. And that song is Where the Hood At by DMX. I don't know if you know it.
Yeah,
you should play it here, just a little clip, right?
Yeah.
With a hood. Yeah. So I'll have my hood on, and it's just going to be very badass, if you can say that. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
You can.
Yay. Okay.
Right.
That's the one.
Okay.
So roof.
Okay. Next question. What lyric would you use on your dating bio?
I had a heyday with this one. I would definitely have to say, "Give me one reason to stay here and I'll turn right back around" by Tracy Chapman.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. Next question. Do you sing in the shower? And if you do, are you singing your own songs or are you singing somebody else?
You know, I think it's usually whatever I'm preparing for. If a performance that's coming up, probably a Whitney, probably a Celine, Lainey, Patsy, any one of the greats. So really perfecting their sound, because you know they're incredible, right?
Most definitely,
yeah.
yes. Next question. Can you share any upcoming projects or collaborations?
Yeah, absolutely. So I do have a pilot for a TV show that I've been trying to get off the ground forever. It's called the Ger Carriere Show. It's a variety show that kind of takes off from Jimmy Fallon, Wendy Williams, and it's also like has those intricate moments of like the Oprah show, right? So it's a holistic TV show that's going to talk about all of the taboo topics that we're not allowed to talk about publicly, right? So again, it's very high level, but also fun. Like we have lip sync battles and have artists and fashion people. So again, it's a well-round. I think that my whole idea around it is that, you know, Indigenous people, we're here, we're strong, and we're thriving, and really giving a platform to that. So that one, I'm super excited to get that funded and get it off the ground.
I'm super excited to watch that.
It's going to be so great. And again, just, you know, collaborating with a bunch of incredible artists, doing some more R&B collabs, and we're throwing around a tour. So hopefully that'll come to fruition very soon. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. All right. So can you tell the listeners how they can get a hold of you on your social platforms?
Absolutely. So you can literally just go up anywhere, Facebook, social media, TikTok, Instagram, all of the different things. Look up Geraldine or Ger Carriere, or simply Wild Woman.
Okay. So you are truly an inspiration to so many. What advice do you want to share with everybody listening right now?
Well, I would like to say that I'm from a very small town, a very isolated community. And, you know, I've been able to fly overseas, be on TV shows, sell out shows, perform on stages across the world, inspire people, and change the world. And that is what I want other people to know that are in the same, you know, instance that I have been in. I want them to choose a positive attitude, work hard, and believe that you can truly do anything. You know, as long as you have Creator on your side, you're gonna go far. And you know, the world needs you. And I want them to know that I believe in them. Like, I'm standing here, I have the torch, and I want to pass it on to you. So please take it, like, you know, step into who it is that you're becoming, because you are incredible. And again, just, you know, I'm rooting for you. I am your biggest fan. So reach out to me. I want to hear from all of you guys. Send me the clips. Follow us on social media. We're so excited about this song. And, you know, I just love everybody, MBC, all of the communities who have been supporting. Thank you so much for, you know, helping my dream to come true. And I hope that for all of you as well. So thank you.
Thank you again so much for taking the time to sit down and chat with us here at MBC. Ger Carriere, everybody. Coming up, her new song's hitting the airwaves now. Are You My Type and Blessed in Heels. Thanks again, Ger.
Thank you.